When I was in the climate movement, I got my identity from being a good person.
And now she gets her identity from being a bad person. Like, you genuinely have to be kidding me. Leaving the climate movement meant losing my sense of being good. Yeah, because you went and worked for the Free Press, a slopaganda site funded by oil billionaires. And I know I'm being like a little annoying because that's not exactly what she's saying, but it is close because she makes a half-true point, which is that leftists, in lots of organizing circles, haven't undermined Puritanism, they've just inverted it. I.e., leftists still have this idea of, like, she talks about atoning for, like, the harms and sins and moral wrongs that our ancestors did, which has its root in, like, Christian theology and has absolutely no place in a leftist liberatory politic. But it still does exist. Like, if you go to organizing circles, you do sometimes feel this. But the response is not to leave the movement and work for the people that movement is trying to undermine. The response is to, I don't know, be a better person. Because the people I know that have been organizing for longest don't do this. They don't become billionaire shills who just use this as a lever to undermine the very movement that we would want to make better. They actually stop being such shitty organizers. But, as a great man once said, it is incredibly difficult to convince someone of something they are paid to believe. And so this really isn't for her. This is me hating on the Free Press because they're a shitty organization. And, of course, reminding you that yes, leftists still have a lot of unpacking to do. Someone calling themselves a leftist does not mean they always represent leftist values, and I'd actually say the vast majority of leftists don't. And that's okay. That's something we all go through, and that's something we're all working through. And if you experience that, just know, at least you didn't get paid by Barry Weiss to shit on anyone working for any good. And God forbid you didn't go in front of a camera and said, when I stopped doing this, I stopped feeling like a good person. Yeah.